Hi, this video is going to go through the basics of using Mendeley. At this point, you should have downloaded the Mendeley app to your desktop, created an online account with Mendeley, installed the web importer into your web browser, and added the Mendeley site plugin to Microsoft Word. If you haven't done those things, please check out the Setting Up Mendeley video before continuing with this video. Okay, now let's add some articles to our Mendeley library. Just put your search terms in the search box here. Perform a search. Here are your search results. Now if this article looks good for your research, you can just click on it and hit Add to Library. I'm going to do the same for just a couple more articles. And now let's see them in our library. You can click Library here at the top right, and it'll take you to the Reference Manager. And here you can see the 3 articles. But if we want more than just 3 sources for our paper, we can find more using a library database. To do that, I'm going to go to the library homepage. Now you can put your search terms in this search box and see what you find, or you can go to a specific database, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Web of Science, and I'm going to search for gas again. It's saved in the search box. And then here are my search results. I'm just going to click on this one. Now to add this article to Mendeley, this time I'm going to click the Mendeley logo in my web browser. This is using the web importer that we installed. So here's the citation, and you can just click Add to Mendeley. Now if we go back to our Mendeley library, here we see the article. So for right now, I'm going to stop finding sources, and I'm going to show you what we can do with the sources in Mendeley. The first thing you can do is you can create collections. So if you have a collection, if you have a project on gas, you can create a gas collection, and you can add them. You can add sources to that collection. So now when I click on the gas collection, my sources are there. You can make a new collection, call it whatever you want, go back to all of your references, add whichever ones you want to the collection. And so now you can see I have 4 articles in gas and 2 in random. This is great if you're doing research in multiple classes. You can kind of keep the classes separate from one another. But all of the references are available here. Another thing you can do in Mendeley is you can actually read the PDFs in Mendeley. So if you click on an article, it'll pop up. If you've saved the PDF, it'll be available here. When you click on it, it opens like this. Now, as you're reading it, you can make highlights. Oops. Let me click my highlighter. You can highlight sections like that to make them easy to find again. You can also leave notes. I'll make just one more note. And then when you've made notes, on the bar here on the right, you can click them and you can see the notes, and when you click on them, it will jump to where in the article the note is made. So it's just a way for you to annotate and highlight your articles, and it keeps everything organized and easy to find for you. So let's go back to our library. That's reading PDFs in Mendeley. Another thing you're going to want to do is this article in particular. We're going to go back to the info. All of the authors' names here are in all caps. That is going to, when we create our citations, it's going to pull the information from here, and the citation is going to be also in all caps, and that's going to be incorrect. So we're going to just want to correct the formatting for these names before we move forward. Okay. Yes, there we go. And you can see the formatting changed with our edits. Just to recap, we've added articles to our Mendeley library, both through the Mendeley website and through library databases. We created collections to help organize and keep track of our citations. We've also read, annotated, and highlighted a PDF in Mendeley. Before we move on to creating in-text citations and bibliographies, I just want to point out that we've been working in Mendeley in a web browser online, but everything we've done has happened in the Mendeley desktop app as well. So this is the desktop. It looks the same and functions the same. The difference is this lives on your desktop computer or your laptop computer, and you can work on it offline. But everything you do online on Mendeley copies here. So the two are connected. And that's so that work you do in the library, for example, will still be there when you get home. So that is the basics of Mendeley, both the online version and the desktop app. Now we're going to create an in-text citation. To do that, we need to open Microsoft Word. So I'm just going to click on Word here. It's going to take a second to open. I'm going to open a blank document. Okay, now we're in Word, and I'm going to write my paper. And I want to cite this information. To do that, I'm going to click References up here, and I'm going to click Mendeley Cite. Now on the right here, Mendeley opens, and you'll see all of the citations I have saved in my Mendeley library available here. Before I click any of those, I'm going to go to Citation Settings and make sure that I'm in the citation style I want. So right now I'm in APA. If I want to change that, I can just click Change Citation Style and then pick whichever citation style I want. You can search for other styles that aren't listed, and you can also add a custom style. I'm going to stick with APA at the moment, so I'm going to go back, then I'm going to go back to my references. Now, I've written this piece of information, and I want to provide the citation for it. To do that, you can just click Insert Citation, and there it is. I'm just going to add a couple more. Okay, I'm just going to add the third one. Okay, so what has happened is Word has taken information from Mendeley and formatted it as an in-text citation for us. If the information is incorrect in Mendeley, it's going to be incorrect in here as well. That's why it's important that we changed the formatting for this name here. If we hadn't, it would be in all capital letters. So now that we've written our very important and useful and interesting paper, we want to create a bibliography. To do that, you can click these three little buttons here and hit Insert Bibliography. So what this does is it takes the in-text citations and creates a full reference bibliography for them. What this does is it makes sure that every article cited in your paper is represented in your reference list, and every article in your reference list is represented in your in-text citations. So that's a quick, easy way to create citations using Mendeley, and it helps keep everything neat and organized. We've gone over the basics of Mendeley. Hopefully this was helpful, and hopefully you have a blast finding and creating citations. Thank you.